Dollar Tree has 12 new finds that deserve a closer look, and this haul is different from the usual senior shopping list. We are not repeating reading glasses, socks, toothbrushes, lotion, or foot care tools today. Instead, we are walking through a fresh group of organization, kitchen, cleaning, comfort, and name-brand finds that can make a senior home easier to manage and more pleasant to use. Some of these products are practical essentials. Some are seasonal items that can refresh a room without a large decorating budget. And 2 name-brand finds near the end are the reason I would not rush through this shelf. One is useful for household cleaning, while the other is a surprising nostalgia find that many seniors may recognize immediately. Before we begin, make one guess. Which new item do you think deserves the final spot in this haul? The cleaning product, the comfort item, or the name-brand surprise? Put your guess in the comments. One important note before we shop. New Dollar Tree merchandise does not arrive at every store at the same time. Colors, designs, package sizes, prices, and labels can vary, and a product shown in one location may not be in another. So this video is a practical checklist, not a guarantee that every store has all 12 items. Always inspect your local shelf, read the label, and replace any detail in this script with the exact package shown in your footage. The first new find is a woven straw basket. This may sound like a decoration, but it can become one of the most useful objects in the room when it has a clear job. Place it beside a favorite chair for mail, reading materials, remote controls, craft supplies, or a notebook. Put one near the entryway for keys and outgoing letters. Use it on a bathroom shelf for small personal items, or keep it on a kitchen counter for tea supplies and packets that would otherwise spread across the surface. The senior-friendly angle is organization without a complicated system. A basket can make the items used every day visible and easier to reach. It can also help a caregiver create a small within-reach station without installing shelves or buying a large storage unit. The important thing is to inspect the basket instead of treating it as heavy-duty storage. Look at the diameter, the handle, the stability, the bottom, and the woven edges. These baskets may use paper, straw, or another lightweight material, so do not load one with heavy cans or sharp objects. The limitation is that the light color and woven construction can show dust, and the basket may not hold its shape if it is crushed. My verdict is strongly worth checking for light organization. Give it one clear purpose, keep the weight reasonable, and place it where the person using it does not have to bend or stretch unnecessarily. This is a new find that can make a room look calmer while solving a real everyday problem. The second new find is a pair of soft grip scissors. This is the kind of product that can disappear into a drawer until someone needs to open a package, trim a coupon, cut paper, work on a greeting card, or handle a small craft project. The soft grip handle is what makes this product worth inspecting. It may feel more comfortable than a narrow metal handle, but not every handle fits every hand. Before you buy, look at the blade length, the handle opening, the safety of the point, and whether the scissors open and close smoothly. If the product is sealed, examine it through the package. For seniors, the practical use is simple cutting at a desk or kitchen table, not a promise that the tool works for every hand condition. A caregiver might place one in a stationary drawer, but it should be stored safely and kept away from children. The budget value depends on whether the scissors are comfortable and whether the blades line up. A low shelf price does not help if the handle pinches or the blades fail to cut cleanly. The honest limitation is that soft grip does not automatically mean ergonomic for everyone. My verdict is worth checking for paper, coupons, mail, and light craft work. Test the movement, inspect the package, and choose comfort over a colorful design. The third find is the fall-themed dish sponge 2-pack. This is a smaller purchase, but it shows how Dollar Tree's new seasonal products can be useful without becoming permanent clutter. The package may show pumpkin, mushroom, acorn, or turkey shapes, so film the actual design and count in your store. For a senior household, the main value is a simple kitchen refresh. A seasonal sponge can add a little color near the sink, and a 2-pack gives you a replacement without requiring another trip immediately. But do not let the decoration distract from the ordinary sponge test. Look at the size, texture, thickness, and package count. A decorative sponge does not automatically clean better than a plain one. It also should not be kept indefinitely. Sponges can become dirty or mildewed, so replace them regularly and let them dry between uses. If the sponge begins to smell, break apart, or stay wet, it has already outlived its useful life. The limitation is seasonal design. You may enjoy it for a few weeks, but the shape may feel out of place later in the year. My verdict is worth checking if you need a kitchen replacement or want a small, low-cost seasonal touch. Buy 1 pack, confirm the count, and treat it as a replaceable cleaning tool rather than a collectible. We have started with 3 products from 3 different parts of the store: organization, stationery, and kitchen. That variety is deliberate. A strong senior haul should not give you 12 versions of the same item. It should move between the rooms where small improvements can save time, clutter, and unnecessary spending. The next 2 finds are connected to serving and organizing. but one is practical every day while the other is more seasonal. The fourth find is a harvest compartment tray. Current seasonal displays may include pumpkin-shaped or maple leaf-shaped trays with 3 or 4 sections, but the exact shape and number of compartments must come from your local package. This product can be used for small snacks, tea table items, wrapped treats, craft pieces, sewing supplies, or a group of small objects that usually get mixed together. For a senior household, the tray may help keep a small gathering organized without bringing out a large serving set. A caregiver could use it for individually wrapped items or non-medical personal supplies, provided the intended use matches the label. The compartments also make it visually easy to separate items, which can be helpful when a person wants to see what is available rather than search through a deep container. The most important check is material. Do not suggest using the tray in a microwave or dishwasher, unless the package specifically says it is safe for that use. Do not put very hot or heavy food on it unless the product supports that purpose. The limitation is that the design is seasonal, and the plastic may be lightweight. My verdict is worth checking as a serving accent or small organization tray. It is a good example of a product that can serve more than one room, but it should not be treated as heavy-duty kitchenware. The fifth find is a Royal Norfolk fall ceramic plate. This is where the name brand part of the title begins, but the exact design and care instructions still need to be shown on camera. Recent coverage has identified fall-themed plates with words such as thankful or grateful, and some listings describe them as dishwasher and microwave safe. Do not assume every design has identical instructions. Let the box, sticker, or shelf label confirm the details. For seniors, this plate can be a small seasonal table-setting piece, a gift for someone who enjoys fall traditions, or in addition to a family meal without buying a complete set of dishes. It may also bring back memories of setting a table for relatives, serving pie after dinner, or keeping one special plate for the holidays. The senior value is emotional as well as practical, but the plate still needs to be safe and comfortable to handle. The honest limitation is ceramic weight and breakability. A heavier plate may be difficult for some people to lift, and a dropped plate can create sharp pieces. Inspect the rim, glaze, and packaging before buying. If the label confirms microwave and dishwasher safety, you can say so in the video. Otherwise, keep the recommendation general. My verdict is worth checking as a seasonal or gift item, especially for someone who enjoys a traditional table. It is not an automatic everyday replacement for a lighter plate. The sixth find is the Harvest tablecloth. This may be listed around 52 by 90 inches, but your footage should show the exact measurement and care label because sizes can change. A seasonal tablecloth can refresh a dining area quickly. It may cover a table that looks tired, make a family meal feel special, or add color to a community room without requiring many separate decorations. For seniors, the useful part is the low-effort transformation. One cloth can change the appearance of a room faster than arranging several heavy objects. It can also be folded and stored in a smaller space than a collection of seasonal signs and centerpieces. Before putting it in the basket, measure the table or compare the dimensions with a cloth you already own. A tablecloth that is too short or too long may become more work than it is worth. Look at the fabric feel, the edges, the care instructions, and whether the surface slides. Do not call it stain-proof or non-slip unless the label says so. The limitation is that the seasonal design may not earn year-round use, and the price tier may be different from basic Dollar Tree merchandise. My verdict is worth checking for a quick room refresh, but buy one only if the size fits the table and the storage plan is clear. At this point, the haul has 2 useful organization pieces and several seasonal kitchen items. Now I want to change the emotional tone. The next product is small, inexpensive looking, and connected to the kind of handwritten kitchen memory many families still keep. It is not necessarily an essential, but it may be the item that makes this new shelf feel personal rather than mass-produced. The seventh find is a rustic fall recipe sign. Current designs may show pumpkin pie, apple pie, or apple cider recipes, and the sign may include a hanging cord. Film the exact wording and print size because a decorative recipe sign is not the same thing as a complete tested recipe. It may show only ingredients, a short list, or a few familiar words. The senior-friendly angle is nostalgia and visibility. A small sign can bring a familiar kitchen feeling to a wall, pantry door, or dining area. It can also make a thoughtful gift for someone who remembers handwritten recipe cards, church suppers, holiday baking, or a family member's apple pie. A caregiver could add it to a seasonal care package if the recipient enjoys decorations and has a suitable place to display it. The limitation is that the print may be too small to read from across the room, and the hanging cord may not support every wall surface. Check the back, the finish, the print contrast, and whether the sign is sturdy enough for the intended location. My verdict is worth checking for a small seasonal gift or kitchen accent. Not because it replaces a real recipe book. It earns a place when the message feels meaningful and the recipient has room to display it. The eighth find is the Harvest-themed table runner. A runner may be around 70 inches in some displays, but the actual length, fabric blend, and price should come from your local product label. This is a useful middle ground between a bare table and a full tablecloth. It can create a center line for a dining table, entry table, or sideboard while using less fabric and less storage space. For seniors, the appeal's simple decorating. A runner can be placed on a table without lifting a large number of objects, and it can be folded into a drawer after the season. It can also serve as a small gift for someone who enjoys changing the home for fall, but does not want a large decoration collection. Look at whether the fabric slides, whether the edges are finished, and whether the pattern looks the same on both sides. Do not claim that it protects the surface from heat or spills unless the label confirms that. The honest limitation is that the design may only work for a few months and the price may be higher than the basic shelf price. My verdict is worth checking for a small seasonal refresh, but compare the cost with a tablecloth and choose the piece that gives you the most use for the space you have. The 9th find is the Harvest placemat. These may use pumpkin, maple leaf, metallic gold, silver, or orange designs. The senior-friendly reason to consider them is easy cleanup and a fast table change. A placemat can define one person's place at the table, protect a surface from ordinary messes, and add color without requiring a complete seasonal setup. Before buying, feel the surface through the package and check the number of pieces. A package may contain fewer placemats than the size of the display makes you expect. Look at whether the material rolls, curls, or slides. If you plan to use one under a hot dish, confirm that the label allows it. Do not promise heat protection simply because the material looks thick. The limitation is seasonal usefulness. Metallic colors and pumpkin designs may not suit the table in January, and storing several can take more room than expected. My verdict is worth checking if you need one or two for a specific table or care package gift. I would not tell a fixed-income shopper to stock up on a complete collection unless the household already uses seasonal placemats. We have now seen 9 new finds, and the pattern is clear. The first half improved organization and comfort around the home. The middle section added seasonal kitchen pieces that can create a familiar atmosphere. Now we are moving into practical cleaning, where the product name matters more than the decorative packaging. This is also where I want you to slow down, because a recognizable brand can still require careful label reading. The 10th find is Chlorolin, or another new scented cleaning product, including versions that may be labeled as scented bleach. If your local shelf shows Chlorolin Aromas Floral Fantasy Scented Bleach, film the exact front label, instructions, size, and warning information. A recognizable name can attract attention, but the name does not remove the need to use the product correctly. For seniors and caregivers, a household cleaning restock can be useful when it replaces a product that is already part of the home routine. The important value is not that it smells pleasant or appears stronger. It is that the label tells you how to use it, where to use it, and what precautions apply. Follow the instructions. Ventilate as directed, keep it away from children and pets, and never mix bleach with another cleaner. Do not transfer it to an unlabeled container. The limitation is that scented products may not suit everyone, and a strong fragrance can become unpleasant in a small room. Some surfaces may also require different cleaners. My verdict is check it only when the label matches a specific household use. This is a name brand or recognizable brand cleaning find, but it is not an impulse purchase. Read first, carry carefully, and keep it separate from food and personal care items. The 11th find is LA's Totally Awesome Carpet and Upholstery Cleaner Spray. This is another recognizable household name that may interest shoppers who need a small spot cleaning backup. A senior household or caregiver may use a product like this for a limited mark on upholstery or carpet, but the exact surface and instructions must come from the label. Do not present it as a cleaner that removes every stain. The correct test is simple. Read the directions, test a hidden area first, and wait to see how the material responds before treating a visible section. Check the spray nozzle, the bottle seal, and the intended surfaces. For a caregiver, this may be useful after a small spill in a chair or carpet, but it should be stored where it will not be confused with another household liquid. The limitation is that stains differ, fabrics differ, and one product will not suit every surface. A low price does not justify using it without a test. My verdict is worth checking as a targeted household backup if you already have a specific surface in mind. It is not a reason to spray a whole room or assume a name brand guarantees a perfect result. The 12th find is the decorative pumpkin jar candle. This is the comfort and gift item at the end of the haul, but it deserves a safety-first verdict. Look at the jar size, scent, lid, burn instructions, and condition of the wax. A seasonal candle may create a familiar fall atmosphere or make a small gift basket feel more complete. For seniors, the appeal is not a health promise. It is a simple sensory and decorative experience for someone who enjoys that scent and can safely use an open flame. Place it on a stable, heat-resistant surface. Keep it away from curtains, papers, oxygen equipment, children, pets, and anything that can catch fire. Never leave it burning in an unattended room. If open flames are not appropriate, a flameless alternative may be a better choice. The limitation is obvious but important. A candle requires supervision and may not fit every household. Do not buy it for someone who cannot safely manage an open flame simply because the jar looks attractive. My verdict is worth checking as a personal gift or seasonal comfort item, only when the user and setting are appropriate. But there is one more name brand surprise connected to this haul, and this is the find I would save for the final visual reveal if your local Dollar Tree actually has it. Golden Girls lip gloss or another licensed nostalgia beauty item. It is not a senior essential in the same way a cleaning product or basket might be. Its value is memory, gifting, and the instant recognition of a television series that many viewers may remember. Film the exact package, seal, shade, ingredients, and condition. Do not present it as a skincare solution or assume it is suitable for every person. A licensed product can be fun, but the package may be small, the shade may not suit everyone, and damaged or altered beauty products should stay on the shelf. My verdict is a curiosity and gift find, not a must-buy. It earns the final spot because it changes the mood of the haul and gives the viewer a genuine, "I did not expect to see that here" moment. Now let us put the 12 finds into practical groups. The woven basket and soft grip scissors belong in a light organization area. The sponge, compartment tray, plate, tablecloth, runner, and placemat belong in a kitchen or seasonal table group. The recipe sign adds nostalgia. The chloralin product and carpet cleaner are targeted household backups. The candle and licensed lip gloss are personal or gifting choices. This grouping matters because a senior-friendly haul is not about telling everyone to buy everything. It is about helping you choose the right product for the right room and the right person. If your priority is reducing clutter, choose the basket. If your priority is a small kitchen refresh, choose the tray, one plate, or a pair of placemats. If you are cleaning after a spill, check the carpet product and test it first. If you are preparing a gift, the recipe sign, candle, or nostalgia beauty item may be more appropriate than another household cleaner. Before you shop, write down the one problem you are trying to solve. Do you need a place for mail? A small table refresh? A cleaner for one marked surface? A gift for someone who loves fall? A recognizable name brand to try? That question protects a fixed budget better than a long shopping list. New packaging can be exciting, but a product still needs a job after it comes home. Before we close the haul, there is one final check that can save you from confusing a recognizable name with a guaranteed bargain. When you see a name brand or licensed product, compare the actual size, material, directions, and intended use. Royal Norfolk tells you the plate has a recognizable collection name, but you still need to check the design and care label. Chloralin or LA's Totally Awesome may be familiar cleaning names, but the bottle still needs to match the surface and instructions. Golden Girls lip gloss may be fun and memorable, but it is a gift or nostalgia purchase, not a household essential. This is the difference between a haul and a shopping decision. A haul shows what is new. A decision asks whether the product has a job, whether the package is complete, and whether it will still be useful after the excitement of the first day. For a senior shopper, that may mean choosing one basket for the mail, one table item for fall, or one cleaning product for a specific spot. It may mean leaving the licensed beauty item on the shelf and choosing the notebook from a different video instead. There is no prize for buying the most. The win is bringing home the few things that fit your routine. Now, I want your specific comment. Which of these 12 new Dollar Tree finds has your store received? And which one would you actually bring home? Please name the product, the general region if you are comfortable sharing it, and whether it was in home decor, kitchen, cleaning, seasonal, or health and beauty. If you saw the Royal Norfolk plate, Chloralin product, LA's Totally Awesome cleaner, or Golden Girls lip gloss, mention the exact label or design. Those details help another viewer know what to look for. If this video helped you find one practical idea, please like it. That small action helps the video reach seniors, caregivers, parents, grandparents, and fixed-income shoppers who want useful Dollar Tree information without pressure to buy every new product. Please share it with someone who enjoys seasonal decorating, prepares care packages, manages a household budget, or wants to know which new name brand items are worth checking. And if you are new to the Forgotten Pantry, subscribe before you go. This channel does not treat every new product as an automatic bargain. We look at the package, the size, the material, the label, the storage needs, the safety details, and the real-life purpose. Your subscription helps me continue checking Dollar Tree new arrivals so we can separate useful senior-friendly finds from products that only look exciting on the shelf. Thank you for shopping through this new Dollar Tree haul with me. Remember, inventory can change, designs can vary, and a product shown in one store may not be in the next store. Take your list, read the label, choose only what fits your home, and let the basket solve a real problem instead of creating more clutter. Sometimes the best new find is a simple place for the mail, a small seasonal plate, a cleaner used carefully, or a nostalgic item that brings back a familiar smile. I will see you in the next practical Dollar Tree check here at the Forgotten Pantry.